We're down at the food trucks again. We just got back from the beach. It's our last day before we head to Samara, and we're going to be checking out the origami food truck. We got a couple of their main dishes that we're going to try out.
I think the food truck situation here is amazing. Normally when we visit a food truck, I'm always worried there's a line, you have to go up and order, and then you have to listen for your order to be ready. But here, the guys are outside, they're waiting, they're servicing the food trucks, they bring you a menu, they place your order, and they bring it out to you when it's done and take care of the payment. It's super easy.
Chicken, pork, and beef. And that one is beef with rice noodles.
Gotcha.
Enjoy, please.
Thank you.
He recommended the beef bowl, and we've got rice noodles. Look at that. There's a lot going on in here. It feels like they have cabbage, sauce, garnish, maybe some onions.
Thick bread, almost like a hamburger bun. And it's folded up, and they make a taco out of it. It's so good. It doesn't need anything. That is absolutely delicious. I'm not sure how much it costs. I'll let you know somewhere up here. But man, that is muy perfecto. So this is our first real travel day. We've just been hanging around Waucus for, the past 6 days. We went to some beaches. We went to the main town, Tamarindo, while we were there. But all of the drives have been, 20 or 30 minutes. Mostly nice roads, and we kind of stuck to our area. This is the first leg of the road trip. We gotta make our way down to Samara. So it finally stopped raining. It's been raining since, I guess, about 4 o'clock in the morning. And today is a travel day. We are heading to Samara. I was talking to a guy yesterday named Jose. He runs one of the food trucks that we were eating at. And he said, Samara will be mostly okay. You shouldn't get stuck, but there are some roads that might be a little sketchy. And since it's rained all day, now I'm worried about if it's muddy or if you're gonna get stuck. But let's go in here and check out a map, and I'll show you where we're going. Okay, so we picked up this map. Mainly it tells you which roads are the primary paved roads that you can use to road trip across Costa Rica if you're driving. So we're in a little town called Huecas. It's right there. It's right outside Tamarindo. We are on our way to Samara today. We have to stay on the primary roads because we don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle. And this map has turned out to be really useful because all of the primary roads are marked with these big red lines that you can go on. Those are the ones that are all paved. Speaking to Jose last night, he told us to stay on the paved roads, drive through Santa Cruz, down to Nicoya, and then we should be able to take a straight shot to Samara. It has rained all morning, and I'm hoping nothing's washed out.
All right, we are at our first soda, Costa Rica. So we have ordered, I think I ordered fajitas. Jeff ordered, I think, chicken and rice. So our lunch was 9,000 colones, so about 13 USD.
So we're at Monkey's, and we're waiting to check in. She said the place was right in Samara, like 5-minute drive from Samara, but the 5 minutes was into the jungle.
5 minutes on dirt roads can feel like 20 minutes, especially when they're covered in potholes, mud, deep inclines. We're going into the jungle. It was pouring rain, it was dark, it was overcast, and the monkeys are howling, and I had never heard anything like that. It was so eerie. The trip up did not go well at all.
We are going up this dirt road, and the directions are really sketchy. It's like once you pass this hotel,
take a turn at the rock.
You'll see an old gate and bear to the left, and they're sketchy. I don't know. But that's typical directions that you're going to get here in Costa Rica. But we hadn't talked to our host all day because our cell phones don't work.
We didn't have access to Wi-Fi, so we were just following the written directions, trying to figure out where we were going so we could meet her. Jeff made a turn down one road. He said, oh, I think it's this way.
And I make a wrong turn.
Oh, it was mud covered.
It's like I went into somebody's private driveway. It is a big gate. You can't get past it. The only way that you can get out of there is just to back up.
And we got stuck.
And I wound up, putting our car in a ditch.
Out in the middle of nowhere. When it's pouring rain, the monkeys are howling, we have no idea what we're doing. Yeah, we ran off the road.
The car's like this now. The howling monkeys are screaming. I think they were laughing at me. Finally, I get back in the car.
Jeff kept rocking the car back and forth.
Finally got some traction in reverse, and I hit the gas.
Finally, we got out of there. We found our place. We found a little parking spot.
We park, and we just start walking along the road. Hey, maybe our host will see us. Maybe we'll run into her or something.
After a few minutes, a lady comes out of the door and she's hollering. She's like, Christy, are you Christy?
She looks at Christy and she says, I have been trying to call you all day. She said, I can't host you at this property.
The tent is flooded. The mattresses are wet. There's just no way you can stay here.
And Christy, she had really got adventurous with this one. She had told me we were going to be staying in a tent.
Yes, we were going to stay in a tent.
It's an apartment with canvas walls.
So they were pretty nice sized structures. I was so excited to go there. Like, this property had great reviews. They said you could see monkeys there.
The monkeys would come down in the mornings and eat from the mango trees. So you could go swimming and have breakfast and watch the monkeys eat.
She was nice enough to let us take a little tour around the property.
In the rain, with it flooded at its worst.
She said, so I've been trying to think of a solution. I have an apartment in town. So we followed her. We went to check out the apartment, and the apartment in town turned out to be a blessing.
It rained every day we were there.
I mean, it was lightning. It fell right on top of you, and it was like a continuous flash of lightning. It never stopped.
So we go, we check it out, and it's a small place. It's probably the smallest Airbnb that we've ever stayed in.
She told us just to park across the street at the grocery store, and we could leave our car there. I mean, we left our car at the grocery store for 3 days. And I think that made us really feel better about like where we could park and where we couldn't, like in Costa Rica.
But it was dry and it was comfortable, and this looked like a good place to call home for the next 3 days.